More than 3 decades after the death of Kurt Cobain, a private team of forensic researchers is challenging the official ruling of suicide. According to the Daily Mail, the group says new analysis of autopsy and crime scene evidence could point to a staged homicide. They argue Cobain may have been incapacitated before the fatal gunshot. However, the Seattle Police Department says the case remains closed, adding no new evidence has surfaced that would justify reopening the investigation. Cardi B is making headlines again, this time clashing with Homeland Security. At a concert in Palm Desert, the rapper joked about confronting ICE agents, saying, "They ain't taking my fans." Homeland Security fired back on social media. The federal agency wrote on X, quote, "As long as she doesn't drug and rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior." Now, that's a reference to Cardi's past admission of drugging and robbing men when she was a stripper. Cardi didn't hold back, calling out the agency, saying, quote, "If we're talking about drugs, let's talk about Epstein and friends drugging underage girls to rape them. Why y'all don't want to talk about Epstein files?"
Fox 11 Weather is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino.
Live view from Mount Wilson doesn't get much better than that, huh? Check out that sunset. You know, it's interesting. So where I work on the weather computers is like right behind this wall. So I came around this wall just a moment ago, didn't know what the shot was, and I literally like jumped back when I saw it. So like, that's amazing. So there we go. Beautiful end to our beautiful day. And we've got some nice, calm weather for a couple of days, including most of the weekend. Things are going to get wild, though, next week. So, again, headlines, couple of quiet days. We have a series of storms that will hit California and here in Southern California next week with significant rain, significant snow, even in our local mountains, and a pretty good dose of wind with all that as well. Before we get to that, let's just check out the temperatures for tonight. It's going to be kind of cool, but, you know, it's winter, so you would expect it to be a little bit cool overnight. We've got a lot of 40s to near 50-degree lows on the map, but then beautiful weather tomorrow, a little bit warmer than today. Sunny skies, temperatures near the coast, upper 60s to around 70 degrees, and inland areas probably topping out in the low 70s tomorrow. And down a few degrees this weekend in the 60s, but still pretty agreeable weather for the weekend. Mostly dry, maybe till late day Sunday. Let's look at these storms coming through. So again, a series of them. I'm going to start you off Saturday. This is the first one we're going to watch. So it's still offshore on Saturday. Here we go to Sunday, and there might be a little bit of spotty rain coming in ahead of this, but the main wave is going to hit us probably late Sunday night or Monday. And with this, maybe some heavy rain, might be some thunderstorms coming through. And again, some snow in the mountains and some wind with all this. So that's storm system number 1. Look at number 2. We still see just complete coverage of wet weather across California. A lot of rain, again, a lot of snow in the mountains, a lot of wind with this. That goes by. We're kind of between systems on Wednesday, but still there's going to be at least some scattered rain. And then possibly one more, a third one, that could impact us on Thursday of next week. So safe to say it's going to be a busy weather week next week. When we look nationwide at wet weather over the next 7 days, the heaviest will be right here in California. And as we take you in a little bit closer locally, notice those red colors. That's where 3 to 5 inches of rain will be possible. But keep in mind, some of this is actually going to be falling as snow in the mountains. 1 to 3 might be common for a lot of the area. And on the low side, maybe some pockets where there's like 1 to 2 inches. But again, a pretty good dose of rain coming. The snow will be crazy in some of the mountains in California. So the Sierra, for example, you notice these white to gray colors here. I've got Mammoth pointed out right there. This particular model is suggesting there might be over 5 feet of snow in some parts of the Sierra. Then as we take you in closer locally, we've got this projection here that shows potentially 3 to 4 feet of snow, and maybe the highest elevations right near Big Bear. Anywhere you see purple, by the way, is more than a foot of snow. So we could find the snow level maybe as low as about 3,000 feet or so with these storms coming in next week. So that'll be significant. And then this is just a snapshot of what wind gusts might look like around Tuesday of next week. Looks like it's being pretty windy as well. So again, lots going on, but we got a few days until we get there. Tomorrow looks great. We've got sunshine, highs in the low 70s. We've got temperatures a little lower this weekend, but it's still not bad. A little extra cloud cover. Might be some spotty rain Sunday. Widespread wet weather Monday, Tuesday, still scattered rain on Wednesday and Thursday. Quick snapshot of the mountains. Again, snow is going to be more of a story there, and really cold temperatures coming next week. Susan?